Hey everyone, and thanks for being here. In this video, we're diving into de-risking through experience, not avoidance. Let's get started. Everyone talks about risk, but what if everything you thought you knew was wrong, especially after 50? This video challenges conventional wisdom, proving that for solo business owners in their late 50s, risk is not a barrier, but a powerful catalyst. Discover how embracing new ventures can lead to unparalleled personal and professional fulfillment, regardless of your birth year. The invaluable failure bank, how past mistakes become future safeguards in solo ventures. For any entrepreneur, failure is a certainty. But for the experienced solo entrepreneur, past mistakes are not just lessons, they are an invaluable asset, a failure bank. This isn't about celebrating failure for its own sake, but rather about leveraging the hard-won wisdom from past setbacks to create a stronger, more resilient, and more strategic solo venture. While everyone gains experience, a failure bank is a specific kind of asset. It's the accumulated knowledge of what doesn't work and why. This isn't just theoretical, it's knowledge that comes with the emotional and financial cost of personal mistakes. A junior entrepreneur might see a single problem. The experienced solo entrepreneur with a rich failure bank recognizes a pattern. For example, they've learned that a client who is overly demanding during the sales process will be a difficult client to manage. They've seen this movie before, and they know how it ends. This allows them to proactively screen clients, saving time and avoiding future headaches. The failure bank builds a deep sense of resilience. A new entrepreneur might be devastated by a project that falls through. An experienced one has weathered similar storms and knows that setbacks are part of the process. They can bounce back faster, learn more effectively, and keep moving forward. The most valuable function of the failure bank is risk mitigation. An inexperienced entrepreneur sees an opportunity and focuses on the potential upside. An experienced one sees the same opportunity and, with their failure bank, can immediately identify the potential pitfalls, blind spots, and hidden costs. This allows them to structure their venture in a way that minimizes downside risk. How does this play out in a real-world solo venture? Avoiding shiny object syndrome. The experienced entrepreneur has likely chased too many trends or shiny objects in the past. Their failure bank reminds them of the time, money, and energy wasted on ventures that were not aligned with their core strengths. This leads to a more focused, disciplined approach, allowing them to stick to their high-value niche. The new entrepreneur often underprices their services out of fear of losing a client. The experienced entrepreneur has learned, through the painful lesson of being overworked and underpaid, that pricing should reflect the value delivered. They use their failure bank to justify their rates and to draft ironclad contracts that protect them from scope creep and payment disputes. In the past, they might have rushed into a partnership that was a bad fit. Their failure bank prompts them to conduct more thorough due diligence, ask the tough questions, and trust their gut feeling. They know that a bad partnership can be more damaging than going it alone. In summary, for the experienced solo entrepreneur, the failure bank is not a source of shame or regret, it is a repository of wisdom. It provides the foresight to anticipate problems, the discipline to stay focused, and the resilience to navigate the inevitable challenges of building a business. In a world where every new venture is a risk, this asset provides a crucial safeguard, transforming past mistakes into future success. Strategic networking and collaboration as a mature entrepreneur's secret weapon. Strategic networking and collaboration are a mature entrepreneur's secret weapon, not because they're doing something new, but because they have a lifetime of cultivated relationships and a deep understanding of human dynamics. This isn't about collecting business cards, it's about leveraging existing trust and social capital to accelerate growth and mitigate risk. Younger entrepreneurs often focus on building a network from scratch, attending events to meet new people. Mature entrepreneurs have already spent decades doing this. Their advantage lies in leveraging an established network, a trust-based ecosystem of peers, former colleagues, and industry contacts. This is a critical difference that allows them to bypass the long, difficult process of establishing credibility. Social proof and referrals. A mature entrepreneur can launch a new venture with instant credibility because their network vouches for them. A simple email introduction from a former boss or trusted peer carries more weight than any marketing campaign. This generates warm leads and high-quality referrals, significantly shortening the sales cycle. Access to expertise. You don't need to know everything yourself. Your network contains specialists in every field: legal, finance, marketing, and more. A mature entrepreneur can quickly tap into this collective wisdom for advice, feedback, and introductions to resources without the time and expense of formal consultations. The power of collaborative ventures. Instead of competing, mature entrepreneurs can form powerful collaborations that combine their individual strengths. This is where their accumulated wisdom and relationship-building skills truly shine. Joint ventures for specific projects. 2 or more mature entrepreneurs, each with a specific area of expertise, can form a temporary joint venture to tackle a complex project. For example, a former IT director and a veteran project manager can team up to offer a large-scale system migration service to a company, winning a contract neither could have secured alone. Peer boards for strategic guidance. A group of mature, solo entrepreneurs from different industries can form a private peer board. This isn't just a casual group. It's a formal, recurring meeting where they discuss challenges, share insights, and hold each other accountable. This acts as a personalized, low-cost advisory board, providing a panoramic view that's impossible to get on your own. Sharing resources and reducing overhead. Collaboration can extend to sharing resources. Mature entrepreneurs might co-host a workshop, co-author a book, or even share the cost of professional services like a virtual assistant or a graphic designer. This allows them to access higher quality support and expand their reach without increasing their individual overhead. In summary, for the experienced entrepreneur, networking is not a chore, it is an asset. The strategic use of a lifetime of relationships and a deep understanding of human collaboration is the secret weapon that allows them to build a thriving, resilient, and highly profitable venture. Financial planning for solo independence, embracing smart, calculated investments. Financial planning for a solo venture is not a set-it-and-forget-it task. It's an ongoing, strategic process that prioritizes stability, tax efficiency, and calculated growth. While you're embracing entrepreneurial freedom, you're also taking on the responsibilities of a CEO, CFO, and HR department. The goal is to build a financial fortress that supports your business and personal financial goals. 1. The foundational pillars of solo finance. Before you even think about investing, you must establish a solid financial foundation. This is your personal safety net. Separate everything. The cardinal rule is to open separate business bank accounts for your checking and savings. This simplifies bookkeeping, makes tax filing easier, and protects your personal assets. The pay yourself first principle. Your business should have a clear, consistent process for paying you a regular salary. This creates stability for your personal budget and reinforces the discipline of running a legitimate business. Build your emergency fund. Solo entrepreneurs face unpredictable income streams. A robust emergency fund, ideally covering 6 to 12 months of personal and business expenses, is non-negotiable. This isn't for investment. It's a critical liquidity buffer to weather a downturn, a sudden illness. Master the tax burden. As a self-employed individual, you're responsible for both the employer and employee portions of Social Security and Medicare taxes. Set aside a percentage of every payment, often 25 to 30%, in a dedicated savings account to avoid a tax time shock. You will also need to make quarterly, estimated tax payments. 2. Strategic investments, your calculated growth engine. With your foundation secure, you can now shift to calculated investments. For the experienced solo entrepreneur, the focus is on a diversified long-term portfolio that leverages your unique position. Retirement vehicles for the solo pro. You don't have a corporate 401k, so you must create your own. The solo 401k is often the best choice for high-earning solo entrepreneurs because it allows for a high contribution limit, combining both an employee and employer contribution. Other options include a SEP IRA, simplified employee pension, and a Roth or traditional IRA. Diversification across asset classes. Your investment strategy should be diversified to manage risk. While your business is a concentrated, high-risk asset, your personal investments should be broad and stable. Stocks and ETFs. Invest in a mix of stocks and exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that passively track broad market indices like the S&P 500. This provides exposure to the market's long-term growth. Real estate. Consider real estate for passive income and long-term appreciation. This can include a direct rental property or a less hands-on approach through a real estate investment trust, REIT. Bonds. Incorporate bonds or bond funds for stability. They provide a predictable income stream and can act as a counterbalance to a volatile stock market. Automate everything. Set up automatic transfers to your savings, tax account, and investment accounts. This removes the temptation to spend the money and ensures your financial plan is executed without requiring constant attention. 3. The calculated risk in your business itself. For a solo entrepreneur, the most significant investment is often the business itself. Smart financial planning extends to how you invest back into your venture. Invest in efficiency. Use a portion of your profits to invest in tools and systems that increase your leverage and automate tasks. This could mean a new AI-powered software, professional services for a specific project, or a high-end course that teaches a valuable new skill. The Profit First Model. A popular financial management system, the Profit First Model, advocates for allocating a small percentage of all incoming revenue to a separate profit account. This guarantees that your business is always building a financial buffer, ensuring you can invest back into it without compromising cash flow. And with that, we'll wrap things up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you a few ideas to think about. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. Now take that first purposeful step. What's one thing you can do today to move forward? If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe for more.